Okay, finally, we're going to talk about neural networks. Um, I want to sort of r- go back to linear regression and give you a better visualization of what's happening. And we said that there could be multiple inputs last time, and I showed you how to do that. Let's say there was x1 and x2 and x3. And so what we did was we combined them by each of them has their own friend w1, w2, w3, and then we have a lone one that's called b. And we know all of these, let's say, beforehand, and these are our inputs. What's going to happen to combine these is just w1 x1 plus w2 x2 plus w3 x3 plus b, and that's going to be our prediction for y, right? And so somehow we've combined all of these inputs, x1, x2, x3, but I want to give you a better visualization of what's happening. Okay, and it's really trivial actually. So it's just putting x1 in a circle like that, x2, x2, and x3, and this is what's going to happen here is this is going to be fed into here. I'm going to call this W1. This is going to be fed into here. Call this W2. Fed into here. Call that W3. I'm going to add all of those together, and then that's going to give us Y. So effectively, this is Y. Okay. And so there are these three, I guess, nodes, x1, x2, x3, and then they're all being sort of combined together into y. And I just put w1, w2, w3 to represent how that's happening because w1 is being multiplied by x1, w2 is being multiplied by x2, w3 is being multiplied by x3. And I explicitly told you that after doing all of that stuff, we're going to add all of the things that go into it, and we're going to get the result, which is y. And so three things getting fed into this one thing, and then that's it. And if we were to do a logistic regression, which is the sigmoid function of all of this, all we would do is have this not be y. We would just feed this into sigma, and then that would give us y. And maybe let's just make that another node, right? But going on from now, what I might do is I might leave out some information over here. Instead of telling you W1, W2, W3, you might just assume that there is something that is being multiplied over there. Just by the fact that there is that line uh, that connects this and this. Just by the fact that there exists a line that connects the two of them, there is something over there that's being multiplied by x1 in order to feed that in and get y. And what I might also do is I might not write this plus sign over here, and I might not write this sigma sign. I'll just make it clear if I'm talking about linear regression or if I'm talking about logistic regression. If it's logistic regression, it'll have a sigmoid, and if it doesn't have a if it's not logistic regression, it's just linear regression, then it'll not have a sigmoid in there. So what I might represent this as is x1, x2, x3, and then this is all being fed into y. And I'll just make it clear that, okay, I'm talking about linear regression here, so there is no sigmoid, and then I'm talking about logistic regression here, so there is sigmoid. I'll make it clear, but this is probably how it's going to look like eventually, right? I just want to make it clear. And why is that? Why am I making this change in notation? It's sort of just to introduce you to this idea of neural networks. So I'll see you in the next video.